Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Folks, we've got a real doozy of a story for you today from Bitcoin Bulletin. It seems former BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes thinks that Bitcoin's latest price surge might just be its last chance to hit the seven-figure mark. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it true? Can Bitcoin really make it to $100,000? Well, let's dive into the details and explore what Hayes is saying. According to Hayes, Bitcoin's recent price action is being driven by a mix of macro pressure, fiscal signaling, and a shift in institutional trust. In his upcoming essay, The BBC Bazooka, he'll be diving deeper into U.S. Treasury buybacks and how they could impact liquidity across the board. But what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, if you're looking at it from a macro perspective, it's clear that the current economic landscape is creating some interesting dynamics. Markets were bracing themselves for tightening, but instead we got the prospect of debt monetization, where the Fed prints money to absorb supply. And guess what? That could be fuel for Bitcoin. Not today, maybe not next week, but structurally, it changes the game. I mean, think about it. When the Fed is printing money, that's like a massive injection of liquidity into the system. Now, we're seeing some big price action in Bitcoin. The recent bounce looks less like a fluke and more like positioning. And let me tell you, folks at Bitcoin Bulletin are tracking this closely. We've got our finger on the pulse, so stay tuned for more updates on this story as it develops. But Hayes is also highlighting another key factor: policy curveballs. There's talk of potential Fed leadership changes and growing White House involvement in central bank decisions. And let me tell you, that's some interesting news. The dollar index just dropped to a 3-year low, and with over $5 trillion erased from U.S. equities this month, investor sentiment is tilting. So what does all this mean for Bitcoin? Well, it looks like the recent price surge could be more than just a fluke. Instead, it might be positioning, getting ready for something bigger. And at Bitcoin Bulletin, we're keeping an eye on that. We'll be analyzing every move, every trend, and every development in real time. So if you're thinking about dipping your toes into the world of crypto, now might just be the time to do so. The question is, how long will this window stay open? Will Bitcoin really hit $100,000? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, at Bitcoin Bulletin, we'll be right there with you, every step of the way.